Hello, my name is Megan and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to give you an update of my life. I am 27 years old and I am starting over. So I was in a relationship with someone who I thought I was going to marry and be with forever. Sometimes what we think is going to happen isn't always what happens, I guess. I'm not going to go into any details because my ex never wanted to be on camera. I try not to include personal details from people in my life. While I'm consenting to putting this all out there, they are not. So the relationship didn't work out, and I am now in a position where after 4.5 years of having this person by my side, I am now living alone. It is just me and Olive in our apartment together. Unfortunately, Apollo is staying with my ex, which was a very difficult goodbye. This is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life, is to recognize that something was not working anymore and to choose myself. I had tried for a really long time to make things work at the expense of my own health, at the expense of my happiness, at the expense of doing what I wanted to do because I put so much stake into this relationship. And this isn't the other person's fault. I want to make it very clear I'm not blaming this other person. I'm not blaming myself. They're both probably things we did wrong and there's both things that we did right, but it's scary just because it was like 4.5 years and I'm 27. When we started dating, I was 23 or 24. I was in my early 20s and now I'm in my late 20s. I don't want this video to all be sad because while it's been hard and I've had to grieve what I thought was going to be my future, I've gotten the chance to build something new and reinvent myself in a way. So I have done something that I've always wanted to do, and that is move to the city. So I moved to Arlington. So I'm about to go to an arts and crafts fair in Clarendon, and I'm excited. So this was one of my first weekends in the city, and I really wanted to do something fun. I was, and I still am, just so excited to be living this city dream of mine. It's little things like this, like going to this art fair, that have really kept my spirits up, and it reminds me why I'm doing this. Hello, so I'm back. I went to the craft fair. It was like 3 sections, and a lot of different artists, different types of art mediums. Let me show you what I got. I bought something from a stained glass artist. So this one is a flower. It is a golden, very pretty flower. It's called a sun catcher. So that's the first one. They were on sale, 2 for a discount. And the second one I got is this mushroom right here. Isn't that pretty? Special events are fun, but it's the day-to-day life that I also really enjoy. Taking the metro to work every day, being able to walk to the grocery store. It's little things like that, like just feeling the sun on my skin when I'm walking to work. It just makes me feel alive and like I'm making life happen. Life isn't happening to me, but I'm living my life. And I just can't be more grateful that I've been able to do this. And of course, I'm also grateful for my friends and family because I wouldn't be able to do this without their help and support. But I'm also just proud of myself, too. It may sound silly to some people, but living in the city has been a big dream of mine for a really long time. I actually have a ton of footage from 2023 when I went apartment hunting in Arlington for the first time. I was so close to moving there, I was even going to make a video about it, which is why I have all this footage. You can even see in these videos just how happy and excited I am. Okay, I'm going to look around and catch up with you later. So the fact that I'm actually doing this is insane. To me, this is also much bigger than just changing my environment. I'm really trying to build a new version of myself. Or rather, I'm trying to get to the most authentic version of myself, to be the me to be proud of the life I live, and to be happy just living it and not always trying to seek escape from it through food, through stuff, through anything. Just being able to peacefully live.
Oh, she wants blanket cave. Yeah, she's digging into me. That means she wants blanket cave. I just let her sit in the middle of the couch. I can just be on the end. It's okay. This isn't bad, but it's not Panda Express. This kind of just really makes me want Panda Express, low key.
I'm experiencing life. I'm living my life. My body is active as opposed to just sitting in the traffic, sitting at work. That long commute that I was doing at the old apartment was just draining me in so many ways that I can't even begin to describe it. I just felt stuck. I felt depressed.
I felt worthless. I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that
I would just sleep a lot, just go home and sleep because I didn't really know what else to do. I had no energy to do anything, and that was for a lot of reasons, right? And I'm not going to say that all my, things I've struggled with are completely gone now because I've moved. That's not it at all. And part of it, I think, is this burden of stuff. I think once I gotta get rid of this stuff and actually start living my life here as opposed to it's been a lot of moving. I'm trying to move on and start this new journey and this new process and figure out who I am, but there are still loose ends in my old life and my old who Megan was that I'm still trying to tie up. There are still things that need to be taken care of. In order to make space for new things and new blessings to come in, sometimes you have to purge the old. And it's scary because, what I knew was this relationship. What I know is my stuff. What I knew was Manassas. And I don't know Arlington. I don't know. And it's a big leap of faith, too, because I speculate that I will enjoy. I speculated that I would enjoy taking the metro to work, but I was like, would I really? And yes, I do. There's just a lot of what ifs floating around in my head, but I think sometimes our brains tell us, or something feels safe because it's what we know, even if it's not good for us. At least I knew what I was getting, even if it was something that I didn't like, and even if it was something that was, really not good for me and really making my mental and physical health decline at a rate that was alarming. But I was so afraid of, sometimes it's hard to let go of that in the hope that something else might be better. But I think at the end of the day, that's what I've had to do, is to take that leap of faith and trust that what I'm pursuing and the life that I'm trying to build in a new place is going to be a million times better than what I could have ever imagined at the place that was making me unhappy. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I might think of more to say later, but it's just me and Olive in this apartment. I've been having a lot of fun decorating.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're getting comfy.
I'm gonna share some snippets of what life has been like for me, and I hope you enjoy watching. Thank you so much.
Where you going? Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Really? What you doing? Okay, she's leaving. Bye, Olive. I just went to Whole Foods for the first time. Tell me why I had to ask for the ground beef from behind the butcher counter and he put it on here and just wrapped it up in an aesthetic little parchment package. Y'all, I just unlocked a new tax bracket of grocery store items, okay? I bet you didn't even know that they had these. These are literally blue eggs. I was like, oh, maybe it's just the name of the egg, right? Maybe it's just the name of the brand. They call them blue. Camera's worse at focusing than my ADHD. But guys, it's literally blue. The eggs are blue. Hello? I want chickens that lay blue eggs. This is so cute. Okay. It's a cherry tomato plant.
Lots of time is spent playing with Olive since I am now her sole playmate. And of course she gets extra snuggles. Nothing like mom's chili recipe to make it feel like home. Might have added too much cheese. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you'd like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!